Briefly comment, pick
Yes.
up what you were talking about, signal. With signal you probably mean something that's meaningful, right, within the sound. And I think for me, when we talk about the difference between sound and music, that really gets at the core of the answer. Music is, or musicality, more broadly speaking, is probably incredibly ancient. Our brains evolved, in essence, to give meaning to our environment and to predict the environment from moment to moment. And I really loved your talk about the tribe in Congo, right? The complexity of the sonic worlds that we grew up in is immense. And very naturally, we need to evolve some capacity to understand what the environment means to us. On top of that, we evolved ways to communicate with each other through sound as well. When you look at the brain structures that process language and music, they are more or less the same. There are Broca's area and another part called the primary auditory cortex. And there's a loop and information exchange that happens there that is, according to music neuroscientists and language scientists, primarily involved with giving meaning to structured sound. And that is the commonality between language and music. Now, when I speak like this, or when I speak like this, I sound more like a robot. As soon as I give a melody to it, and a rhythm to it, and a tone color to it, a timbre to it, I'm able to convey not only verbal meaning, but also emotionality. And most likely, music evolved as a means to communicate subjective experiences. There's a wonderful book called The Singing Neanderthaler that actually makes the argument that before we evolved a verbal language, there was most likely a musical language. So imagine prehistoric times, Neanderthalers and early human beings basically singing to each other. Of course, it's a bit more complex than that, but these are pre-verbal ways of communicating with each other that we still have. You know, we laugh. When we're angry, we use a lot of dissonance. So, and that for me also explains why music and noise or sound that difference is really in the eye of the beholder, because giving meaning to a stimuli is in essence a creative act, and it's something that you can change as well. It's informed by culture and upbringing and the music you're exposed to, the music you learn to appreciate, and so forth and so on. So the scale between noise and sound and music, and when something becomes music, is incredibly personal.